What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back in Diablo 4 season 3. I almost said Diablo 3 season 4, but it's Diablo 4 season 3. All right, so this is the season of the construct, and no, like, this my first day impressions of just running around with the construct, how I feel about it, what I'm gonna do, um and how it works. So here's the construct standing next to me right now. Obviously, I'm sorcerer again. I always try to use other stuff or use other classes, but always come back to the sorcerer because for me it feels the most fun in this game. So the way that the construct works is right here in the first slot when you unlock it through the story. That's where we're at right now. I did most of the story already for the season. Just light stuff to do from here. But most of the story stuff is already done. You go through the story. I'm gonna leave that to you guys. It's not that hard to actually do, and you can do it fresh playing the game from the beginning. So, me personally, what I have going on right now, the way that it works is you can actually put it as a governing stone, and you see right here, and it'll do certain things. Now, I only have these because that's what I unlocked. But it has gyrate right here, which will do like an AoE. It has pummel right there, which you can throw that in. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can just take it all out, and then like if I want to do that and have two different range, which I'm actually going to do that because pummel is annoying. And I have it range where it'll just fire as soon as it's in range, which is just pretty good and pretty good damage. But you can put things on top of that to actually support it. Like, so it has burning support right now, and doing that will allow it to actually do extra damage and damage over time. And then you have over here, it has speed, so now it'll attack faster. But what you can do is you can have it support you or support itself. I have a mixture of that because as you can see right here, efficiency support right here, when supporting skill deals damage, you gain 6% critical strike to the same targets hit by 3 points. So yeah, it has to be the same target. So that's pretty good when it hits a boss. But when it's on mobs, for the most like it's just really not gonna get much out of this because you have to actually know what it's attacking and see it, and it's kind of like camouflage. Even right now where it's at right now is like camouflage, so majority of the time I don't even know where it's at, and just hoping it's just killing something or taunting, because you can do that. Over here right here is a support skill that I can actually do. When Cynical Construct uses a support skill, you gain Fortify. Skill with slower attack speeds or skills with cooldowns increase the amount of fortified granted. But as you can see, you get fortified basically. It gives it to you. You have Mockery right here. Damage done. Support skill taunts enemies for 2.2 seconds, which is good, which means that it'll go bother wherever it's at doing whatever it is, which I find useful, so certain things won't bother me. It actually works on bosses too. I don't know if it works on big bosses, but it works on some bosses that I've seen. 50% support skill, electrocution support, 50% support skills. Damage dealt, applied lightning damage, 5 seconds. Over, it has a chance to stun the enemies, which is good because I do extra damage to stuff that is actually stunned, and very nice. And then lightning bolt launches a lightning at the target, dealing 308 damage. Arcs to one target, which is extra chain lightning on top of whatever I do. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to do that. You can actually go full support and have it just completely protect you. As you can see right here, I have protect. Construct materializes a protective barrier on the player for 41% of their maximum health, which is nice, for 5 seconds. And then you have reconstruct. The construct channels reconstruction healing beam on the player for 22% of their max life over 3 seconds. So let's say you do this. This is extremely interesting. If there are areas that you struggle and you have good DPS and a good build and everything else like this, you don't need the construct to do anything. Like, particularly, I don't need the construct to do any of the stuff that it's doing. I'm just letting it do it because it's fun. But there's going to be points like when I go to world tier early where I'm just going to change completely the utility and make it heal me and shield me as much as possible. So I'm extra tanky and can just kill things a little bit faster and take advantage of that and get EXP and level up quicker. And then over here you have the tuning stones, which you can see that they give you all types of interesting things if you make use of it. So you can kind of like come up with a build on your own, and then you get down here where you get like the really good stuff. Supported skills give you 4% to all skills for 2 seconds. Then Genesis right here increases the effectiveness of supported skill by 150%, which is good. So if it's damage, it's gonna do extra stuff. Seeking support, projectile skills will auto seek enemies, which is nice. Tactical, decrease the cooldown of supported skill by 22%. That's actually good too. Projectile skill, pierce up to 2 enemies. Multi-shot, supported projectile skill launches an additional projectile. You know, it's like you get all types of good stuff right here. Like, so you can make it into a DPS powerhouse, or you can make it into a pocket healer for yourself, and just basically, you know, just have it save you the entire time if you see fit to do something like that. I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm probably gonna have I'll leave lightning bolt, and then I'll bring in like maybe like the shield or something like that. Because healing, you can give yourself a little like gear that'll heal. I don't think that heal is gonna do much of anything if we're just being real. I do like the safeguard support right here, because I have a bunch of damage reduction already, like on my skill. Well, not a bunch, but you know what? I'm probably gonna use the shield. We're probably gonna do that with the shield, but you know, it is what it is. So let's head in. We're gonna head over here, and we're going to a vault, because that's the theme of this patch, or this update rather, or the season. So the way the vaults work, you got to go through the first introductory part of the vault, and we'll get there right now. You know, usual chain lightning build. I don't feel any different from the previous season, except I just don't have the power from the previous season stuff. But I do have more crit right now, because the game, I get crit when he attacks something. And you see he has like the hype beam right there. He has this little chain lightning that he does. Little chain lightning that he comes and helps. I'll just try to make this quick and go through here as quickly as possible. Cool thing, once you already been through most of the map already, so you're gonna have all the points. So you start with all of that. All right, so I don't have the keystone. I gotta go find that. So you start off with like 9 points, so you can start your build early and end up at a good, it's like a good point. So I have all of my baseline stuff for the most part. And now I'm just going through all the fluff. Anything over here worth it? Just constructs. Ow. Thankfully I'm tanky, so that didn't make much of a difference. Oh, tanky for a mage anyway. Alright, so now we're gonna head into the vault. We're already in the vault, but this is the main part of the vault. The good part of the vault. All right. So here's a little bit of a cheese strat. Don't get this right away. This thing, kind of like look around first. Just, you know, stuff that I learned. Look around first, because what happens in here is the game wants you to get all the way to the end, including fight the end area with your buff intact. You get 3 stacks of the buff, and if you lose all 3 stacks, you don't get the chest at the end. I've only made it to the end once so far in 4 vault with all my stacks intact, because I actually could have did it the last dungeon that I was in, but what ended up happening is the game basically said, okay, it's actually toning right now, which is pretty interesting. It's not bad on the damage. Look at it. I ended up getting feared. And it feared me, like, you see, like, you have these traps right here. You can't run into the trap, so you lose a stack. So come back over here. All right, so we have 6 stacks right now. See, can I get to the end without losing them all? All right, gonna let that go. Almost ran into something right there, being bad. Let's kill these guys so I can see where all the traps are at. Okay. You have 6 stacks right now, which I need to make sure that I keep them. Just in case what happened to me last dungeon happens again, because I got to the final room with 2 stacks. I only got hit 1 time by a trap, which was all my fault. But then I got to the last room and I absolutely got feared, and I ran over 2 different traps at the same time in 1 fear. It was so tragic. In the whole dungeon, they never feared me. I didn't even know that the fear was even in the dungeon until the last room. It was just so. The only word for it is tragic. I'm also gonna need eventually. I'm gonna have the legendary that you can overstack heals and it becomes overlife and shields. Because then what I'll do is I'll use the buff on this right here, on this construct, and then I'll have overlife, and it'll be basically like having 2 different shields. That's what I did last season. Like, I was so tanky. I just ran over everything. It was so much fun. So I'm just gonna do that again. If I have to get the legendary first. It's not that easy, obviously. But when I get it, we're gonna be in there. And then if I get any type of healing over time, like, well, you can actually even give it to yourself and your passives. They get to heal over time. So like, you basically always have this overlife going on. It's amazing. Ah, almost messed up again. All right, there's something in this room that I need to get. So let's kill these guys. Where's my construct? Over there being useless. You know what? What's in this room? Can I just do this? Really? That hit me? Okay. I guess it did. Alright, whatever. Arrow traps count too. So if they shoot you from, like, with an arrow trap. Toxic. They shoot you with an arrow trap, that counts. So if you see them and you hear them, like, hear the sound, be careful. I already lost 1.
I'm not ready yet.
Like, I'm just so scared in here because, like, traps just be anywhere. So I don't even want to really use my teleport much. I'm just using my base dash and leaving my teleport. Like, I'll teleport into a wall because every time I use a cooldown, I get a shield. So I'll, like, teleport into a wall that kind of, you know, get some sustain. It's a useful staff. Kind of early game. The heck is still alive? Go away. All right. So we're still early game, so I can just kind of like mess around. I'm gonna leave these gloves on. They got attack speed. Hey, no use of that. This is useful. Look at that helmet. Ugh. Critical strike, but no attack speed. All right, so we're good. This is so bad because I can't even see what. Oh, this is so terrible. Go. Jerk. You jerk. All of this is jerk. I knew that. Look at that's so terrible. All you come over here. I'm not going over there. You a-holes. Yeah, just get all killed and blown up. I don't care. All right, let's go over here. No! I don't believe it. That didn't count? Nice. I can't do that. I hate this place. What are you doing? Whatever. All right, so we're down to 4 now. And what's going to be even more sucky is, like I said, the last room. You got to fight the last room, and there's traps in there, and you got to just do the whole thing with the traps. And they like gang up on you. It's like so toxic. Word, really? That's how you feel? You better not explode. This is fun. Can you imagine doing this? Like, they better not do that. And the butcher come out? Oh, that I will just uninstall. Because they do have vaults. Like, they have like the hard mode versions of these too. Blizzard, you can't be that toxic if you put the butcher in here. Woo. All right, fine. All right, so we're looking good because we got here with 4. God, here we go. And I got hit already. I just need them to come over here. I'm not going over there. I'm a scumbag it. Here, hold all these lightning bolts. Out of here. tried to drag me over there? Do your thing. Is this over? I think it's over. I totally scum. I was like, I'm not going over there. This is what you need to do at the end. Ooh. Now, if I had failed, and look, I was down to 2, dog. If I had lost all of it, I wouldn't have been able to open this. And then, bam. Like, that's why I did that. I was like, there ain't no way I'm going over there. Like, I ended up getting 2 good pieces instead of getting 1. Hey. And we getting a bunch of new skills too. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't be gangster. Trust me, it ain't worth it. Like you see, it almost dragged me over there. Like if I didn't have my cooldown ready, it would have dragged me into the trap. Right there. The last dungeon feared me into the trap. That one was about to drag me into it. These dungeons toxic, Blizzard. Y'all toxic. I know the butcher's gonna come out. And you're gonna see that on Reddit or Twitter or something. Somebody gonna be pissed off. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. It is fun. Like the actually to have the fear. When you actually have fear in a game and you have to play properly and not face roll your damn head across the screen and just win, that's when this stuff is actually fun. I had fun doing this and doing this video in front of you guys because it just was interesting to just, go through doing it. So I have 17 points left to finish out the rest of my build right now when we get to 50, and I'll be showing you my progression and going forward, going to end game and all that type of stuff. It's actually easy going to end game. I'm really interested to see what the end game dungeons look like, which is why we're going to start doing this and see what it's about and see if they made it cool. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace.